Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It is Monday. It is the 23rd day of August. It is National Ride the Wind Day today.
Okay.
I don't know what that means. Is that like a sail?
I don't know what that means either. Poison had a song like that.
Did they? Ride the Wind?
They did.
National Sponge Cake Day today.
I like sponge cake.
I do too. National Cuban Sandwich Day today. So have a Cuban sandwich followed with a little sponge cake and you're going to be just set. Also, I got a guest joining me today. It's a movie star Monday, and Elisa Donovan, she was in a little movie called Clueless, another one called A Night at the Roxbury, a TV show called Sabrina the Teenage Witch, and many, many other projects. 90210. I mean, the list just keeps going. She's got her new memoirs out. It's called Wake Me When You Leave.
Okay.
I'm excited to visit with her. She seems like a really nice young lady, and I think it's going to be fun. We'll chat with Ms. Donovan coming up before you know it on the John and Heidi Show.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. A team from the University of British Columbia reports that petting and cuddling with a therapy dog significantly enhances your well-being. That's cool.
I think any dog, but yeah.
Yeah, well, I suppose that, I don't know how you, I think petting and cuddling with a dog, but they're saying therapy dog. New study says having someone to talk to improves brain health and prevents Alzheimer's.
Yeah, I'm sure.
So that's pretty cool. And since I got time, we'll throw in one more. A survey finds the best state in which to give birth is, what do you think, Heidi? Best place to give birth, which state?
Oh, I don't know. Iowa.
No. Massachusetts.
Okay, why?
Of course. I don't know that answer.
Okay.
I can't. I'll just go with yours. Okay, it's Iowa. All right. Surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At BetterCreditCards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. BetterCreditCards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Florida deputies arrested a man they say was speeding through Fort Pierce, Florida, on a go-kart with cocaine and a handgun.
Oh, my. That's a heck of a night out.
Miguel Angel Sanchez, 21, tossed a backpack and fled on foot when they spotted him. K9 Mac located a handgun near Sanchez's abandoned cart, and his discarded backpack had more than 15 grams of cocaine. Sanchez was booked into the jail on charges of fleeing and eluding law enforcement without violence, possession of cocaine, and destroying evidence.
Well, there
so
you
apparently
go.
It's not illegal to ride a go-kart through town? I didn't know that. I'm going to go get a go-kart.
That's what you took from that story?
What I took from the story is he didn't get in trouble for that.
Okay.
So, go-karts for everybody. No, don't do that. It's a bad idea because you'll go to jail like he did. That is what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. A new Field of Dreams television series, which is based on the hit movie starring Kevin Costner, will be developed for NBC Universal's streaming service Peacock.
How are they going to make a
know.
TV series out of that?
Well, they're just going, hey, there's a lot of interest in this again because they just had a big game there and all of that. So they're going to just kind of hopefully, get some
ride
sort
its
of
coattails for a while. Yeah.
J-Lo, it's Jennifer Lopez for those of you who are not in the loop, and Ben Affleck were photographed sharing a passionate kiss outside Affleck's Los Angeles mansion. They spent the day together to celebrate his recent birthday, and then they shared a kiss.
That's nice.
Luckily, photographers were standing by to capture it.
Oh, aren't we?
Yeah,
aren't
we're
we
all
glad?
very fortunate. And one of my favorite people, Michael Keaton. I just love him. He was Batman.
Oh,
Remember Michael
yeah,
Keaton?
I love Michael Keaton.
I don't know if you know who that is. Heidi loves him too.
I love
In a
Michael
recent
Keaton.
interview, Michael Keaton says, there's a lot of power in saying no to Hollywood. I love that.
Yeah.
There are projects that they wanted him to do. He's like, yeah, I'm not interested. Thanks, though.
He's just fantastic.
All right. Big Screen, Little Screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now your scoop of the day comes your way courtesy of PureCanaCompany.com, promo code RADIO. In London, England, a cocktail bar has opened, but it's for the dogs, Heidi.
Okay.
Caters to canines and encourages humans to bring their dogs to the puppy cocktail bar.
Oh, that's cute. I like
kind of a
that.
neat
I would
idea.
go have cocktails with my puppy.
Yeah, I don't know if it's for people to have cocktails, too. I'm not really sure.
I don't think you can get your dogs all boozy.
Well, I don't know. I'm not sure what it is. Astronauts on the International Space Station organized and filmed their very own Space Olympics featuring zero-gravity competitions. And, yeah, interesting stuff. United Airlines... didn't watch that either, did you?
No.
Okay. Heidi didn't watch any of the Olympics, so she's so out of the loop. I didn't watch any of them either, though. United Airlines sent a memo to their employees telling them not to duct tape passengers to the seats.
Yeah, you wouldn't think.
Isn't it?
Remember the good old days when they didn't used to have to tell?
I was going to just say, remember like 2 years ago, like before everybody went crazy?
Well, that was kind of just understood.
If we would have just said, just like out of nowhere, read that story 2 years ago, people would have thought, what is wrong with them?
Yeah.
Why would they do that? But now it's like, well, it's happened a dozen times in the last month. So, yeah. So if you want to fly without being duct taped to your seat, United apparently is the way to go. And Connecticut's Quinnipiac University, I don't know if I'm saying that right, they're issuing fines and they're cutting internet access to students who will not get COVID vaccinations.
I saw this.
People online are going nuts about
And
this.
rightfully so.
So I've got the story if you want to click on it and read the whole thing. I'm not going to go any further because Heidi's going to explode if I do. So Los Angeles will now require masks at baseball games regardless of vaccination status. So they're saying you have a shot, you don't have a shot, wear a mask. Either way. Nobody cares if you do or don't, just wear a mask. And a new invention from South Korea can make seawater drinkable. That's pretty cool.
That is cool.
And I know that there's already things out there that do that, but this one is supposedly like leaps and
bounds
That's
above the
the thing.
rest.
what she said. There you go. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Thank you so much for listening to the John and Heidi Show. Super excited to visit with Elisa Donovan. And if you grew up about the same time I grew up, you probably saw her as a child, or maybe not a child. I'm more of a teen in Clueless and Sabrina the Teenage Witch and Beverly Hills 90210. And Elisa, we got to watch you grow up on TV and on the big screen. How weird was that to grow up on these programs like this?
Well, I mean, I don't know any other way, so for me, I guess it was pretty normal.
But
I was already 20 when we did that, so I had certainly, gone through school and college.
Nice. And the thing is, so you were 20, but you were playing like a teenager, right?
Yes. Oh, yes. We were playing, I don't know, we were playing 16, I guess, maybe 17.
And when you have the chance to do all of these different programs, it's got to be kind of a neat thing to see several of these. Clueless, Sabrina the Teenage Witch, Beverly Hills 90210, Night at the Roxbury, all these programs that you had a chance to be a part of. And a lot of those things, they've kind of stood the test of time, haven't they?
They really have. Whenever you're working on anything, you kind of can't tell what the lasting power will be. But sometimes you think, oh, this seems to be a bit magical, and it certainly felt that way with Clueless and Sabrina. I mean, Sabrina was already a success by the time I was on that show, so I just was fortunate enough to be able to join them.
And the thing that's really cool, from that, you had the opportunity to do some writing as well. I see that you're a blogger, but then you had some stuff published with the Chicken Soup for the Soul books, and now you've got your own book out. How cool is that? You've got this memoir, Wake Me When You Leave.
Yes, I'm really, writing is something that I have been doing my whole life, and it was one of my majors in college. So this book is really something that I have that's incredibly precious to me, and I'm so excited for it to be out in the world now. And I hope that people get great comfort from it, and it's about some heavy things, but it also is very funny because I inherently have a very strong sense of humor.
And that's a good thing. And I think that's really nice that you kind of open yourself up and you let people know that, hey, I've been through some tough things too. And I think that's going to help other people get through tough things when they have those things happen in their life.
Yes, that is precisely one of the main reasons that I felt so compelled to write this book. One, it really helped me to heal myself, but I felt, when we're going through grief and any kind of great challenges, we feel so isolated, and it can feel as though nobody understands this feeling, and no one has been through this, and even though we all as individuals can have a different experience of it, it's so important for people to know that we can come through these things, that if we just put one foot in front of the other and really just go through it, we can come to the other side and have a full and happy life. And, if someone had told me that I would go through these very challenging things, losing my dad, my job ending, my relationship ending, all at virtually the same time, if somebody had told me, oh yeah, these terrible things are going to happen, but then your life's going to be great, I would have said, well, I don't believe you. Two, I don't feel like going through all of those horrible things. But, this is a part of what it is to be alive. We have challenging things, and I'm now grateful that I've come through those things because I have a better appreciation for life in general.
Absolutely. And the book is out right now. You said there's an audio book that's coming soon. Are you the person that's doing the audio book?
Yes, I just recorded it. We just finished last week, and that was really exciting for me because the book initially, the premise, I did it as a play, as a one-woman show at the Geffen Theater in Los Angeles a bunch of years ago, and that was the first version of it. And so the book is a much more expanded and more in-depth version of it, but the actual performance of it was incredibly fulfilling for me. So I was so excited to do the audiobook. It was one of my favorite parts of the whole process, actually.
That's really cool. And the memoir is called Wake Me When You Leave. It's available now. I'm going to throw a link to make it simple and easy to find. Thank you so much for taking the time to visit with us about it.
Yay. Thank you so much. This was really fun.
Absolutely. And again, the book is called Wake Me When You Leave. I'm going to throw a link to that in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Addiction. It's not a pretty thing. Addiction can lead to many problems in your life. Addiction can drive away those who love you the most. And addiction can lead to the loss of jobs, relationships, and even your life. Don't let addiction tear your life apart anymore. Get the help you need to defeat addiction and put the pieces back together in your life. Learn more at timeforrehab.com. They want to help. Timeforrehab.com. That's timeforrehab.com.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
America's first bank robber deposited the money right back into the same bank. Philadelphia.
Oh, funny.
August of 1798, a sum of $162,821 stolen from the vault. There was no sign of forced entry, so it was thought to be an inside job. Patrick Lyon was imprisoned as a prime suspect, as he had been the carpenter that worked on the vault doors. But then they realized a man named Isaac Davis had been depositing large sums of money into the bank. Turns out he was one of the robbers involved. In 1799, Lyon was freed, and Davis only ended up repaying the money without serving a single day in jail.
Oh, my gosh.
How weird is that? So they threw one guy in jail without any evidence? That is bizarre. Anyway, that is today's fun fact. Now you know. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Do you have a credit card? We'd like to help you get a better credit card. If you don't have any credit cards, we'd like to help you too. At bettercreditcards.com, we have credit cards that offer different things for different people. Some cards offer points. Some cards are designed to help you build your credit. Bettercreditcards.com wants to help you get a better credit card, no matter what you're looking for. See if we can help you find a better credit card at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, RadioTravelGroup.com presents a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Russia. A 28,000-year-old lion cub was found perfectly preserved in Russian permafrost, with its fur still intact. So
it was dead.
Yeah. Yeah. You're like, that cub is really
wow.
old. No, I don't know how they
Didn't know they could live that long.
28,000 years old, but they're guessing on that part, I'm sure. But the part they're not guessing on is they found a lion cub frozen in permafrost.
Well, there you go.
Fur still intact. And I don't know how they know how old it is. Maybe it's driver's license. Who knows? Probably not.
They counted the rings.
Is that what they did? All right. Thanks for listening. This is today's news headline from somewhere in this world.
At WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com, we help you get ready for all the fun holidays throughout the year with fun, silly, and just plain weird gift ideas for your friends. If you have a friend who has a bizarre sense of humor, we've got a gift for them. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com posts a link to something that will make you smile each and every day. Whether you buy these weird gifts or not, it's worth checking out just for a smile. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. An employee turned a McDonald's into a makeshift tattoo parlor.
What?
Yeah. He was
That's hilarious.
charged with inking a juvenile inside a McDonald's. 28-year-old Brandon DeMarcus Prescia gets a pair of criminal charges in connection with his August 6th tattooing.
Oh, my God.
He's being held in jail on a $25,000 bond, charged with tattooing a minor and tattooing without a license. Police learned of the tattooing after witnesses posted videos online showing him wearing gloves and seated on a table at a McDonald's dining room working on an underage client. Not exactly sure why they chose to do it there, but this particular restaurant is open 24 hours. Maybe that's why. They're like, hey, middle of the night, what should we do? How do we go to McDonald's and get a tattoo?
That is absolutely hilarious.
Yeah, he got himself in all kinds of trouble.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So don't do that. It's a bad idea. That is today's Weird News, brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by BetterResultsAdvertising.com. A Florida woman who police say stole a car during a test drive is now behind bars. 43-year-old Jana Lamotte is charged with grand theft auto and scheming to defraud. Police say Lamotte took a 2018 Honda Accord out for a test drive and never came back. They finally recovered the stolen vehicle a few days later. Authorities smothered social media with photos of Lamotte and a possible accomplice. Police say someone recognized Lamotte and called police. In the photo, she had blonde hair. It appears that she changed her hair color because of the mugshot. Now she's got much darker hair. In jail on a $15,000 bond. So, bad idea, by the way. Don't do that. You'll end up getting arrested, too. And then maybe you will be a part of today's Moment of Duh.
Early to bed, early to rise makes you healthy, wealthy, and wise. This is a great quote from Benjamin Franklin. At InsuranceChicken.com, we know a thing or two about great quotes. We help people get great insurance quotes every day. It's super simple and free to find out if we can make you healthy, wealthy, and wise. Okay, I can't guarantee that, but I can assure you we'd love to help at InsuranceChicken.com. We want to help you peck out great deals on insurance. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Time now for Is It a Golf Course or Is It a Rehab Center? Brought to you by TimeForRehab.com. Heidi, are you ready?
I'm ready.
All right, tell me, is this a golf course or is it a rehab center? River Edge, Macon, Georgia. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? River Edge.
River Edge is a golf course.
Oh, man.
Really?
It's a rehab center. Golf clap for those of you who got it right. Not for you, Heidi. Not
I know.
For you. That's not your golf
I'm
clap.
ashamed and embarrassed.
Yeah, you should know better by now. So, yeah, River Edge, of course, a rehab center. Everybody knew that.
Of course.
Everybody knew that. I would have not gotten that either. All right, that is how we play. Is it a golf course or is it a rehab center? Brought to you by timeforrehab.com.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of bettercreditcards.com. I love this story. Strangers flood boy with stuffed sea animals after learning his mother could not afford one. A single mother feeling all kinds of gratitude. She's overwhelmed with love and support she received from strangers on the internet. 2 weeks ago, she posted about making her son a stuffed manta ray by hand for his birthday because she was not in a position to buy him one.
Right, okay.
My son wanted a
Cute.
stuffed manta ray for his 5th birthday, but I didn't have the money to buy one. So instead, I converted his old baby blanket into one, hand sewn. And it's actually pretty darn adorable.
I think that's a great idea.
And I'm telling you right now, this kid's going to keep this thing
Oh,
forever.
for sure. He's definitely going
Her
to.
post gathered over 66,000 likes and thousands of supportive comments. This is cute. He'll love it. And it'll be a beloved stuffy is what they call stuffed animals.
Must be.
That his parent went out of the way to create for him. I bet he'll keep it forever. Hey, I just said the same
Yes,
thing.
you did.
It looks great. It's so much more special than a store-bought one. He'll cherish it, and I'm sure he'll love it forever, somebody said. Well, pretty soon, she had all kinds of people asking, hey, I would like to send a stuffed animal, if that's okay. She said, I posted a few days ago about making my son a manta ray, and I couldn't afford to buy one. Look what y'all did for my baby. You guys are amazing. And there's all of these animals. Holy cow. Aww. The kid is swimming in a sea of stuffies. I don't know if I can say that. Anyway, she says thank you for the overwhelming love and support. It's really, really neat. I think it's adorable. Don't you?
Yeah. Yes.
Do you want to get his address and send him a stuffy? I just want to use that word from now on. I've never heard a stuffed animal referred to as a stuffy. Have you?
No.
It's pretty cool. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.